afternoon, everybody. So if you look really closely, you can see that I've got it's the equivalent size of a lacrosse ball, but it is actually the Alpha Yoga Tune-Up Ball. And I've got that bad boy jammed into my Psoas muscle. Why is that? Well, because that is the only muscle that connects my spine to my legs. It is an area that gets extremely tense, and it is one of the leading causes of low back pain because this muscle actually starts underneath all of your internal organs in your lower thoracic and lumbar vertebrae and attaches to the femur. So while it tends to cause a lot of forward flexion in our front of our bodies, it can also get so tight that it kind of fights with the quadratus lumborum and causes a lot of back spasming. So I found this to be extremely effective. I took my Treat While You Train certification with Jill Miller about 2 years ago now, using the yoga tune-up balls, and I really love teaching workshops. Now, of course, that's a little bit restrictive due to our current state. However, I am loving some of the online work that I'm doing, as well as some of the moves that I'm making towards mobility coaching. And a huge part of mobility coaching is myofascial release, because you can't move until you treat the issues in your tissues. So this is meant to not feel very good, and anyone who's ever had my elbow or any other massage therapist's elbow or sharp little fingers jammed in their psoas muscles knows how terrible this area is to work on. So believe it or not, this is actually the lesser of the two evils, because you can breathe into it and just use as much body weight as you need to. So this is where the ball goes, is right in front of the hip, about 1 finger length to the right or left, or to the inside of your ASIS, which is the top of the pelvis, that hip bone there. It's really the only part of that muscle that's accessible. That ball can sit there. Once you feel it sink in and you let yourself relax a little bit, you're just gently going to keep your toes on the floor, and you're going to lift your knee off the ground. And that's going to up the intensity a little bit. Once that starts to feel okay, you can go ahead and gently push your chest up off the ground. So what you're doing is you're isolating that muscle, you're pinning it, and you're giving it a really good stretch. Do this every other day. If you do it every single day, you're going to overtreat, which can be just as detrimental as undertreating, so don't do that. But every other day, and if you have any questions, please ask. Post them on my Facebook page under this video, or send them right to me via text at 780-865-6885. And if you're interested in getting some of these myofascial release balls for yourself, I do sell them, and I would be more than happy to set you up with that. Hope you all have a great day, and happy rolling.